Hey, what's up, everyone? How is everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing really good. All right, let's get this thing going. I think I want... Nope, wrong thing, wrong thing. We want this one right here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, cool, cool. Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. Thank you for being here. Let's get the camera adjusted a little bit better, and we should be ready to rock and roll. So how's everyone doing today? I see we got DH, we got Nightcrawler. I don't know anything about a bobblehead, my man. What do you mean bobblehead, buddy? I'm not familiar with a bobblehead. Hillbilly, what's up, man? Rowan, Logan. Servant, name I can't pronounce. Hey, hey. How you doing today? Good to see ya. Awesome to see you guys. I keep playing with the camera. I don't like the camera. It seems a little off, but hey. Good enough. Should be good enough. I think I kind of like the purple background. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of digging the purple. The purple looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty decent there. So purple's pretty good. Not bad. It's kind of nice to be able to change the color on the background. But if you guys got any game questions, feel free to ask them. Feel free to ask if you got any questions. I mean, I might have an answer for some of it. The car dash. The bouncy head they put on the car. Oh, the car dashboards. Yeah, but why are you asking me about bobbleheads, buddy? I don't have bobbleheads, my man. I don't know. There's got to be more to it than that. Like, why are you mentioning bobbleheads, I guess? I'm trying to figure out why you're talking about bobbleheads. I don't know. I just don't know. I've always wanted one of those little hula girls that you put on the dashboard, right? Never wanted one bad enough to buy one, but... Oh, you think I'm a bobblehead? You are a bobble butt, sir. Mr. Toe Cutter. What's up, my man? K-Fed, hey, hey. Tristan, what's up, buddy? Is it hard to get the Ultimate Riker for free? All right, so here's the deal with Ultimate stuff. You're probably not going to get anything Ultimate for free. The Ultimate stuff will almost be guaranteed to cost you money unless you're super lucky. Any good builds for Crisis? All right, so Efren, let's talk about Crisis, right? There's a lot of really good builds for Crisis, but I think right now one of the best builds you're going to get is probably the Gauss or the Prismas. Gauss and Prismas are really good, right? I would run either one of those on there. Now, if you want to play it up close, if you want to be a crazy person and play that up close, you can. It's not really ideal, but you could throw like Redeemers on there or a set of Hammers or Sonics or something. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. It's going to knock something out really, really, really fast, but, you know, it's not going to stay alive very long. So I think the long-range weapons are your best bet. If you got 4 Prismas, try 4 Prismas. It's really good on there. As far as modules, I would definitely look at running probably, it's pretty squishy. Probably 2 of the, not the repair amps, the other one. The immune amplifiers, I would run 2 of those and 1 nuke amp. I think that would be really, really good. And I would also look at running a phase shift or probably just a phase shift would work on that one. Or a healing if you want it, but I can't remember which module I liked best, which active module. I think I used to run a phase shift on that. It's pretty squishy, so it dies very easily is the problem. Smileys, what's up, man? Awesome to see ya. Thanks for coming out today. Definitely appreciate it. DH says, I'm a bit new. Medium light weapons. I'm struggling to choose for Dragon and Raptor. Alright, so the Dagon, dude, you can put 6 weird mix match weapons on that thing, and 6 light weapons is crazy. I mean, it's nuts no matter what you put on it, honestly. But if you don't mind the slower firing speeds, the weapons like the Blights, I think the Blights are the light radiation weapons. Those are still really good. I think the Hussars are crazy good on there. I think the... what's that called? Sometimes I have brain farts on remember the names of some of these weapons, but... what's that one weapon called? I can't think of it. Oh yeah, Magnetars are still pretty decent. The light cudgels, if you like playing at close range, cudgels are really good on there. What else is good on there right now? You know what I don't think I've tried is the... I haven't tried the ice rockets. That's probably good. Have I gotten word about a Condor giveaway? I don't think I've heard anything back on the giveaway situation. Let me go look really fast and see if they've posted anything. I would love to have a Condor giveaway. I should have a big giveaway coming up very soon. Let me go look and see if they've posted anything about that yet. Nope. They haven't said who's getting what yet, so. There will be Condor giveaways, but I'm not sure which YouTubers are going to get the Condor. So some YouTubers will be getting Condors to give away. Hopefully I'm one of them. We'll find out. Nightcrawler says, I can't get out of Masters League. Now that one I can't really tell you. I mean, when you play the game, you gain your clan cups, right? Or you lose clan cups, depending on how good or bad you do, but it's all about gaining enough cups to move up. I can't really tell you why you're not able to move up. Either you're just not playing enough games. That's my guess. I mean, I don't think you're playing very much, right? Every time a new season hits, you reset back to the bottom of whatever league you're in. So you're probably just not playing enough to gain enough cups in a season to move up into Champion League is my guess. Have me and the other content creators made up since the whole Manny protest incident? As far as I know, nobody was upset with each other except for a lot of people weren't super happy with the way Manny was acting towards the rest of us. But besides that, everybody else still gets along and whatnot. We just, none of us have really talked to Manny since. But as far as I know, nobody else was fighting or upset with each other over that. Efren, I lose to hackers because they have infinite durability. Efren, that's not a hack. That's a game bug, unfortunately. I think Pixonic's trying to figure out what's causing that so they can fix it, but I think they need to figure out what the problem is first, and I don't think they've figured it out. Roro, how's your day going? Alright, do I think the game is dying? Not necessarily. One thing about these mobile games, alright, mobile games in general tend to have a high turnover rate. They say the average person plays a mobile game for a couple weeks to a couple months and then moves on, and that's any mobile game in general. And then you have the small amount of players that stick around for a long time. And there's always new players coming into the game. Honestly, I don't think that the game is dying. I think we've lost a lot of the, seasoned veteran players, but, I mean, somebody plays a game for several years, they get bored with it often, but I don't think the game's dying. I think it's just the normal process. Now, I do think sometimes when they have nerfs and sometimes when they have big rebalances, that rubs a lot of people the wrong way, and you probably do lose some players due to that, but I don't think the game's actually dying. I do think players leave because they get upset and all that stuff, but I don't think the game is dying off or anything. Now, how many players we actually have playing per day on like Android and iOS and stuff, I don't know. You can actually look that up and see on Steam, but I don't think you can see like how many people are playing on Android, how many people are playing on iOS. It would be kind of cool if you could look that up, but no, I don't think the game is dying. Not at the moment. Ackerman, what's up, buddy? DH, I probably will make some more weapon comparison videos, actually. Like, I think I might do some medium shotguns and light shotguns in their own videos, but it takes a few hours to get that all together to make a video. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing some more of those. Is the Showdown the best drum for the Crisis? Alright, so Showdown or Kestrel are both really good. I like them both a lot. Which one's actually best really comes down to personal preference, I think, but I think they're both really good. Random Dog, how you doing today? What's the #1 Titan? That's definitely going to be the Mauler. The Mauler is going to be your best Titan in the game right now, just because it's almost impossible to kill that thing. It's a crazy deal. Devastator or Glory on the Shinlao? I don't know. I've played the Ultimate Glories on the Shinlao, and that was ridiculous, but I don't really remember playing a Devastator or a regular Glory, so Suresh, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know on that one. Skull Dagon. You know, Scalds are interesting weapons. I mean, I don't think I've played those on the Dagon, but I'm sure that would be pretty darn good. Alright, if I miss anybody's comments, I'm sorry. I'm trying to kind of read down through the thing there, but Nightcrawler says somebody's a bunch of crybabies. Mac, I'm doing good, bud. How about yourself? Good to see ya. Midnight, awesome to see you as well. Nightcrawler says a lot of cheater. Yeah, there are cheaters in the game, that's for sure. I hope that right now they're testing out the anti-cheat on Steam, so hopefully it's working. We'll find out. We will find out. Do I think the game has gotten more balanced in the last 6 months or less balanced? I'm going to tell you what, if you were to take away the new robot and the new Titan, the game would be pretty balanced. But honestly, the new Titan and the new robot are very unbalanced. But yeah, get rid of Mauler and Condor and those new bubble weapons, the game would be super balanced if it wasn't for those things right there. But that's one thing this game always has, is the brand new thing that comes out is always ridiculously overpowered. So there's always a lot of balance in the game until you look at the brand new item type of deal. DH Fishing, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, you know, a lot of us YouTubers, I mean, that's the thing, my channel, a lot of people want to like feature like awesome gameplay and stuff, but I try to be as helpful as possible. That's my thing. When I test stuff out, I'm not trying to necessarily play it well on my videos. I'm trying to test it out. I'm trying to get it out there, get it into a group of guys, have people shoot out it, see if it survives, you know what I mean? we're testing stuff. We're not featuring good gameplay on my channel. We are featuring how does this thing perform in random situations type of deal. You know what I mean? So I try and make videos that are helpful. If I wanted to do good gameplay, I would definitely change the way I'm playing, but you know, my channel is not about how skilled am I or trying to play with skill. I mean, unless I'm making a video about like how to play better, but I like to get stuff in there, get it in just up in your face, see how it survives, like get it out in a real world experience, right? Not everybody in the game is an excellent player, so I try and play stuff like I think your average player would probably play it and test it out like that. I forget where I was going with this, but I was going somewhere with this. Now I forget. I've lost my train of thought. Anyways. Yeah, Braden, Manny was actually removed from the creators program way before any of that stuff happened. But yeah, I don't know. That's a whole thing. Like, there was several people or a few creators working together on that petition thing. Like, I found out in about 2 or 3 days before they were supposed to post it. And then, I don't know. Like, I wasn't really involved with that. The main thing I don't like is Manny made it sound like all these YouTubers were involved who weren't. There was a handful of people. I mean, even like some of the smaller channels that are in the creators program were getting a lot of hate about that, and they weren't even involved. Like, for example, like Foggy. Like, Foggy had nothing to do with it, and people were hating on him. I mean, he never even knew about it. You know what I mean? There were so many channels that had nothing to do with that, and Manny was trying to make it sound like all of them were part of it, and they weren't. That's what really rubbed me the wrong way. He misrepresented the entire situation, and he made it sound like everybody was involved when they weren't. That was really messed up of him, in my opinion. Anyways, that was in the past. That's done and over with, but he completely misrepresented the whole thing, and he was intentionally trying to make all the other YouTubers look bad, even the ones that weren't involved. That's what I don't like. Am I doing time drops? All right, so time drops are on Thursdays. We'll be doing time drops on Thursdays. Thursday. Sloppy says, I'm just average. That way I won't have attention drawn to me. All right, Nightcrawler says, what's a good weapon to use on a Mugi? So if you're looking for light weapons, man, Mugi's a very interesting robot. I'm trying to think, how would I currently build the Mugi? I mean, I really like the healing weapons. If you can get the new healing weapons, they're awesome. It depends on how you play it, Nightcrawler. Are you playing yours more of a land in front of somebody and shoot at them, or do you try and keep a distance? The thing with the Mugi, there's different ways to play that, and it really depends on your playing style as to what I think he would run. I mean, like any type of shotguns or sonic weapons can be really good on there, but it really depends on how you're playing that robot, because I think you can use it as a beacon runner, you can use it as a brawler, you can use it as a mid-range fighter. There's just a lot of different ways to do it. I mean, hazards are a good setup if you still like those weapons. I think those are great if you're playing it from like a distance. Those are really, really good, actually. Yeah, Hazard and Tamer, that's not a bad setup whatsoever. Yeah, Cudgel would be nice on there for sure. Any ultimate shotguns would be good. Sonics can be good. I think the Magnetars are still pretty decent on there if you're just looking for something to add some lockdown and a little bit of damage, but there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways to build that Mugi. Honestly, I haven't, unless you run some crappy weapons on it, there's really no wrong way to build that Mugi. Like, there's so many setups that I played on there that were just really, really good. Nimble says, best weapons for stealth pilot Raven. Ah, man, I haven't played the Raven in so long. I'm not really sure what I would put on there right now. Last time I was playing the Raven, I was using shotguns on it. I was using the blast shotguns, and that was awesome, but I don't know what I would throw on that right now, honestly. I just haven't played it well enough to see how it's currently doing. I'm not really super sure on that one, honestly. I think I played the Raven once in the last year or so, and it didn't do very well, so I guess I would really need to get that thing out and do some testing on it. But what I used to love was the blast shotguns, like the cudgel mace hammer type of shotguns. Those were really good on there. The new healing weapons would be really good on there. I mean, those are good on anything. What else? I think if I remember correctly, I used to use some lockdown weapons like the, I can't remember if that has 2 lights and 2 mediums, right? I think I used to also play, if I remember correctly, I would play 2 magnetars and 2 pulsars on it, and that was pretty nice, but yeah, I would really need to get that out there to know for sure. It's been too long since I played it. DH, yeah, Skyros is fun. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it does get boring at the same time. I think not everybody uses a Skyros properly. I think if you use it correctly and your team works together with the Skyros to get beacons, it's really good, but I think the team needs to learn to work with a Skyros, right? Like, if you drop a Skyros and you go right to a beacon, if 2 or 3 other people go with you, the Skyros can just help distract the enemies and push them around while the other guys try and kill off the enemies, and they can get the beacon. But I think a lot of people don't work properly with the Skyros. That's why some people don't like it. But it's good if everybody works with it properly, if that makes sense. Logan, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. I'm doing pretty good, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let me read back up to the chat here. Good weapons for Condor. So, you know what I was playing on the Condor that I was really enjoying was a Redeemer. All right, Redeemer and 2 Magnetars. I was really enjoying that. Ultimate Avenger and 2 Magnetars. I was really enjoying that. I know there was... Oh, yeah, I did try a... what was that? Hazard, I think. The big heavy weapon. I did a Hazard and 2 Magnetars. That was pretty nice. I will say, though, I mean, the best thing you're going to run on it is the new Sonic weapons, but... I tried a Subduer, and what was I running with the Subduer? I did run a Subduer and something else. It was okay, but it's kind of one of those robots where the built-in weapons do so much damage. If you go up in the air, it almost doesn't matter what weapons you have on it. You're still going to womp on somebody. So I would say if you can get a Subduer or an Ultimate Avenger to put on top, that's going to be pretty nice right there. But for some reason on the light slots, I really like the Magnetars for some reason. GR says, I hate the Condor. I can understand that. That thing's a big old pain. I think most people absolutely hate dealing with that thing, and I don't blame them. It's just 100% crazy. It's a crazy robot, and I'd imagine most people hate dealing with it. It is not fun to deal with whatsoever, but unfortunately, it kind of is what it is. We're stuck with it, so we are stuck with it. Have I ever faced a team full of Menders? I don't think so. GR says 2 medium, 1 light. What about it? Randy, what's up, buddy? We got Randy W. Mohammed, what's up, man? I think you're speaking a language I don't understand there, but hello, hello. So Magnetars don't do the type of damage they used to do, but they do a nice amount of damage still, and they lock you down pretty quick. So I kind of like them. They're not as good as they used to be, but I still like them. One thing that happens after a nerf is you kind of have to take the stuff that's still good or decent and relearn how to play it. I mean, it's not going to be as good as it was before they nerfed it, but it's still doing pretty good in general, so... But yeah, I mean, it's not what it used to be, but it's okay now. You know what I mean? I can still play it. What's up, white boy? Oh, the Mugi, yeah. 2 lights and a medium. Edward, I'm doing alright, man. How about yourself? Logan, my day is going alright so far. Feeling a little tired today. My mom's sick, so I'm hoping she didn't get me sick too, or she's, you know, I'm a little worried because I was around my mom, and I hope she doesn't have COVID. I don't want to get the COVID. I kind of feel a little crappy, so I'm a little worried that maybe my mom got me sick. We'll find out. I hope not. No COVID for me, that's what I say. I don't want no stinky COVID. I say no thank you to the COVID. That stuff's crappy. No thank you. That's all I got. What do I think about the Basagliari, whatever, the big giant titan that I don't pronounce properly? It's a really cool titan if you're good with it, right? The built-in weapon is nasty. It'll kill maulers with a couple of shots sometimes. It'll kill condors out of the air. That titan is brutal if you know how to play it. I'm not very good at playing it. I think the ability is very frustrating, but I think in the right hands, the Baglasari thingy is really good. But I don't know. I just, when I first got one, I was really having fun with it, but I wasn't good with it. And at some point, I just realized I suck with this thing, and it just got really frustrating for me to try and play that particular Titan, so... I think it's very hard to play, but if the right person gets it and does well with it, it's amazing. But you gotta have the right person for it. Also, on some of the shorter maps, like if you drop in on the moon map, it may not be the best thing in the world because it's designed to be a long-range sniper. So I think on the right map, with the right person playing it, it's amazing. White boy, what's up, buddy? But I don't know, it's very, very hard to play. Mohammed, I can't read what you're saying, buddy. If you happen to know English, please type English. Because I can't read that. Adaku, how you doing today? Alright, you got Dagon with Scald. Alright, that sounds good. Lynx with Redeemer sounds good. Fenrir with Fangbow and Havocs. Fangbow and Havocs. I think that would be very hard to play. I'm not so sure about that one. I would have to try it out, but I think that would be really hard to play. Pathfinder with 2 Pulsars and a Damper. That sounds good. Orion. Oh, Ophion with Labras. Alright, I would probably try and replace the Ophion with something else. It's kind of outdated and it's really hard to play. There's too many people running shield breakers. I don't know. I just can't deal with that one. Skyros, Leech, Raven, and Typhon. So Ravena's really good if you know how to play it. I was playing that the other day. I mean, it's not a robot that gets a lot of survivability, but it's really easy to run in and get 2 or 3 or 4 kills really fast before somebody takes it out. It's a great assassin if you're good at timing the abilities. Skyros is great if you're trying. I think Skyros is best for a late game beacon grabber. Leech, pretty hard to play. I think Typhon's very hard to keep alive these days, but I don't know. I mean, if you've got the Ravena, if you can learn the proper ability timing, it's pretty amazing. So that's something I might think about replacing the, I would probably replace your flying snake with that. That's how I would put it, but I'm not sure if you've ever played the Ravena or if you're good with it, but if you are, it's pretty awesome. Nightcrawler, what do you mean great against fusion, buddy? Vitamin D3 is great against fusion? What's fusion? I know you said spell check. You're probably talking about COVID, right? Flus. Oh, the flus. Gotcha. I got a bunch of vitamin D. I should probably start taking that again. Like, I got celiac disease, so I'm always low on vitamins. I'm supposed to take them all the time, but I kind of forget, and I slack on that. DH says, I have Indra, and I don't like it very much. Most of the Titans are pretty slow. Now, Indra is a great robot. I think Indra is one of the better Titans if you learn to time the abilities correctly. It's really good. I mean, Indra's great. Not everybody's good at playing it, but if somebody's good with it, it's amazing. Nightcrawler says, my go-to Titan is the Ao Ming. Man, I cannot keep an Ao Ming alive. Like, I just, every time I go up in the air, that sniper Titan or somebody else shoots it, and it's like, bloop, that's it. It dies instantly. I'm not into that thing. But, hey, if it works for you, keep playing it. White boy, are you in Florida, man? Hopefully, I hear that new hurricane sounds awful. Anybody who's in Florida, I hope you guys evacuate out of there, because that sounds like it's going to be very, very bad. I don't know when it's supposed to hit, but they're saying there's like 200 mile per hour winds, and I just hope everybody gets out of there so they're okay, because that does not sound good. Autico says, I kind of die fast with Ravena. I mean, it's not a super survivable robot, but I mean, I can really just beat people to a pulp with it before they kill me. So I think if you get the right weapons on it, it can do really good. It's not easy to play, though. Yeah, Ocho, I haven't played the Ocho for quite a while. I think it's still pretty good. Yeah, Whiteout's a good drone for the Ravena, actually. I do think Whiteout's pretty nice. Yeah, EMPing people is always a good thing to do. Is the module rework happening in the next update? Brandon, I don't know, buddy. I don't know when that's going to happen if they do decide to go through with it. I have no clue when that's going to be. I mean, due to the fact that it's on the test server, it makes me wonder if it's going to be on the next update. That's something they might need to test for a little while, so I'm kind of hoping they decide to leave the modules the way they are right now, because I like them the way they are. I think most of us like them the way they are. I don't like the idea of the module update. Oh, you're supposed to get hit in North Carolina as well. Crap, I thought it was just going to go through Florida and go past. That sucks, dude. Oh, man, at least you're not... Well, I don't know. I was going to say at least you're not in Florida, but I guess it depends on how much comes over it. Yeah, man, I'm sorry you're in the way of that stupid thing. The weather lately has been crazy this year. Crazy weather this year. Yeah, buddy, I hope it doesn't get you guys too bad. I really don't. That sucks. That sucks. Edward says, I have a flame mauler. You know what? I like the flamethrowers on the mauler. I find that I can use, if another mauler comes at me, I can use the dash to get back away from it. And most of them are playing those shotguns, the blast shotguns. So I can dash back, so those shotguns do have a spread. That way they're not hitting me at full force. And I can just burn the other maulers up with the flamethrowers as I don't allow them to get close to me. So I think a flamethrower mauler is actually a great counter to another mauler. Efren says it says it's going through the middle of Florida. Yeah, what I saw was like Florida's here. Here's like the ocean. All right, pretend my finger is Florida, right? You know, Florida hangs down its little peninsula. I thought the hurricane was supposed to just go over here, then go back this way and out to sea. So I guess it must be going up the coast again, because what I saw the other day made it sound like it was just going to be like bloop and then gone. It was just going to hit Florida, but maybe I saw that wrong, or I'm not even sure like what I was looking at when I saw that, but sucks, man. But yeah, if that comes up the coast, that sucks, man. I do not like these freaking storms. How would I rank the current meta robots in Titans? I don't know what you mean by that exactly. Like, how would I rank them? I don't know what you're asking there exactly. Maybe word that a little differently. I mean, the current meta robots. Are you asking what I think are meta robots, or like how would I rank them like in order of good to bad, or I'm not really sure what you're asking there exactly. Yeah, hopefully that hurricane, I don't know. I mean, I know it's going to be bad, but no good. White boy says in this town, people just got power back on. Yeah, you know, one of the guys I play CSR Racing with, he just got his power back like 2 days ago. And now this stupid storm's coming again. Horrible. Jamel says the politicians love hurricanes. Relief funds. All I know is I don't like politicians. I think they're all, most of them are just kind of out for themselves. They're not here to do what they're supposed to do, but I think they only care about themselves for the most part. Is the curry still good? Lingen, yeah, I think the curry is still awesome. I play mine all the time. I have a lot of fun with it. I mean, I don't feel that much of a difference other than the fact that you gotta be really close to let the turrets actually work, right? You can't shoot somebody with the turrets from long range, so you just got to be really careful where you drop your turrets if you want them to hit the enemy. But I think it's a great robot still. Like, I love the Curry. I think it's still one of my favorite robots. Very fun to play, very good, very durable. It's pretty nice. All right, you got a Heimdall. So Arvin got a Heimdall in these super chests. What's a good free-to-play build? All right, so what's a good free-to-play build? Man, what can you get as a free-to-play player for Titans? That's the problem. You know what? Let me look at what weapons you can actually get at the moment just by spending your platinum. Hold on, let me log onto the game and take a look at what weapons you can actually get, because I'm not sure. It's hard to get good Titan weapons. Hopefully they've added a few more in there. I think I remember they did add a couple more Titan weapons you can get with platinum. So let me look at this really quick. Like, unfortunately, you really need to have a nuclear amplifier and a couple of repair amps for any Titan to do well. At least in the higher leagues. So that's what everybody's putting on. Everybody's got repair amps. Their Titans are tough as nails because of those things. It's kind of crazy. Not nuke amp. Titans don't have nuclear amplifiers. I'm sorry. But having 2 repair amps on the Titan is very important. If you can't get that plus some pilot skills for durability, your Titans are always going to struggle. What are 5 robots that aren't new but you can still play meta? Alright, so Fenrir is definitely one of them. I think the Fenrir is awesome. I think the little Phantom can be awesome. Invader, last time I played him, he was doing pretty good. It's been probably been a couple months since I've played the Invader. What else is really good at the moment? Hold on a second. Hades is doing awesome right now if you play it well. Ravana can be quite good. I mean, it's not quite meta, but Ravana is like a little lower than meta. I mean, you can definitely play him. Hold on, let me finish looking at these Titan weapons really quick. So you can get you can get the lanterns. You can get lanterns for platinum. 4 lanterns on a Heimdall is not bad. I think that's your best bet if you're going for free to play. 4 lanterns is pretty decent. You could go with 4 crates, but I don't recommend the crates for several different reasons. There's a few people out there that like the crates, but I think most people don't. I think most people don't really care for the crates, honestly. I don't like them myself, but they just don't work well for me. Alright, so I think Harpy is a good robot. So if you're playing something that's not meta and you're playing against the meta, you got to play it very skillfully and play it very well. So if you've got some skill, Harpy still works very well. Hades can work very well. Phantom can work very well. Fenrir can work very well. You also have to build these things correctly. Angler is still really good at the moment. What else? Loki sometimes Loki can do great. Like I said, Invader, last time I played my Invader, it was doing really good, but I haven't played it for a while. Mugi can do really good right now. Lynx can do really good. I kind of want to say Wayland, but I think most people aren't going to like the Wayland. Revenant can do great if you build it and play it well. Mender, if you can get all the bells and whistles and the healing weapons, the Mender is crazy, but I think it really needs all the healing stuff. If you can't get the new healing weapons, it's nowhere near as good, but if you get the healing weapons on it, it's a beast. I think those are the main ones I would say are really good. Scorpion can be pretty good as well. I think any of those robots I just mentioned, if you build it correctly and you play it well, can do pretty decent. Normally I would say Demeter, but Demeter is really suffering from people killing it through the shields right now since there's so much shield breaker. But those are all robots that I've played recently that have done well for me. But yeah, all the people, even like the Hades though, you got to be careful with the Hades. It's a lot more durable now, so it can take a hit. But people still break your shield a lot when you're playing Hades. But if it wasn't for the shield breaker meta, there's a couple other robots I would put on that list of really good robots, but due to the shield breaker messing everything up, I have to exclude a couple. Like, surprisingly, Erebus was a beast before there was a shield breaker thing going on, but now everybody just kills it through the shield, which sucks. That's never fun. That's never fun at all, honestly. Which weapons are the best for free-to-play Harpy? Alright, so I like the radiation weapons on the Harpy. If you can build those in the workshop, those are really, really good in my opinion. Sure, they're shooting slower than they used to, but they still hit really hard. What else do I like for the Harpy that's free to play? Those are the main weapons I really suggest putting on there. You could always do a Nucleon and 2 Quarkers. That's actually really good on the Harpy. Alright, so as far as the faction race thing, I'm not really sure how that works as far as who's getting prizes or whatever. I mean, I know in the daily news you could go in there every day or every couple of days and collect some prizes from that, but I didn't really pay much attention to that faction race thing or how it was supposed to work, so I don't know if there's additional prizes that are supposed to come out for that or not. I'm not really sure. I never really looked too much at it. Type in, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm glad they didn't nerf the Luchador or the Rook. That's actually pretty awesome. Mr. Alexi, what's up, bud? How are you today? What's up, Humble? Sometimes you gotta just play the nerf stuff, Humble. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of that nerf stuff is still good. You just have to accept that it was changed and play it a little bit differently. I mean, a lot of that stuff is still good. V-Dog says the Lynx is nerf bad at slow and squishy. I'm going to tell you what, I haven't played the Lynx that I can remember since they changed it, but I'm going up against a bunch of them, and I think if you know how to play a Lynx, they're still amazing because I've gotten my butt kicked by several really good Lynx players. I think you might just need to relearn how to play it a little bit differently, because that's the thing, guys. When things get nerfed, sometimes it's still good. You just have to relearn to play the robot or the weapons. Oh man, so you're wondering what are the best? See, it's kind of hard to rank meta robots, right? I mean, of course, Condor right now is going to be number 1. And I would say that the Raptor is number 2. But anything below those two, I think it's going to be personal preference as of which one you like. I mean, Pathfinder is amazing. I think the Curry is still amazing. The Baglier is amazing. But which one of those are actually better? I think that's going to be a personal preference. Now, Condor and Raptor are by far the best 2 robots you can get right now. But I think the rest of them are definitely personal preference. But I mean, for me, Curry is still one of my favorites. I still think the Curry's meta. I think the Baglier is amazing. But it's going to be different for everybody, I think. But in my opinion, when it comes to the meta, I think that Condor's number 1, Raptor's number 2. I think Baglier is probably going to be my number 3 just because of the firepower. My number 4 would probably be the Curry. After the Curry, I would say... See, I don't know. I never really thought about it too much. I would really have to, like, sit there and think about that, honestly, but... Yeah, that's kind of a hard decision, though. But yeah, Pathfinder is definitely going to be one of my top ones. I don't know. I mean, those are the main ones I like in the meta right there. But there's also some older robots that I still like as much as the metas. Like, I still love the Revenant. I still love the Fenrir. I still love the Harpy. I still love the Hades. So for me, it's not always about, you know, the best of the best. It's not always about having to have the meta. Because I think some of those older robots, if you play them right, can almost compete with the meta. You just have to play them a little better than the next guy, if that makes... Fenrir is crazy. So there's just so many really good robots and different variations and ways to play things. And it also depends on if you're playing beacon games or if you're playing free-for-alls or if you're playing team deathmatch, like all that stuff can kind of change my opinions on a robot or a set of weapons. So there's a lot of different variables on things as to what makes it currently the best, in my opinion. But V-Dog, yeah, Lynx is probably going to be a lot harder to run, but most people I know that play it still really like it. Jamil says a harpy can really screw a bunch of players near each other with its ability. Yeah, that ability is nasty. That's a nasty ability. Oh, they were giving away a bunch of data pads. Gotcha. So I should probably pay more attention to that stuff, but I don't know. I don't have enough time in the day. I run 3 YouTube channels. I probably spend 3-4 hours a day just answering people's comments on YouTube. I live stream 5 days a week between the channels. I mean, I put in about 100 hours a week between everything. So some things I probably don't pay as much attention to as I should, but I have no time to myself. I mean, usually I got about 3 hours a day where I'm just like doing what I want to do. And I usually spend 2 hours of that playing War Robots, and then I go to bed. So no kidding, I have no time to myself. I am just too busy. But I know why a lot of YouTubers don't answer comments, because it would take up all their time. It's crazy. Brandon, what's up, Manuel? Manuel. He said Daniel and I read Manuel. I meant to say man, and I said Manuel because I was looking at him typing hi Daniel. See, this is what happens when you're dyslexic. Alright. Bursants are awesome, B-Dog. I mean, they shoot a little slow, but they do huge amounts of damage. So, Redeemers, Hammers, Bursants, I think those are 3 really top-notch weapons to put on your Lynx. If you happen to have Ultimate Glories, those are crazy on there. But remember, the shotgun weapons, except for the Bursant, you can play the Bursants at a little bit of a distance. But if you're running one of the other shotguns, you got to be at pretty much point blank for those to do the most damage. Now, I did like the radiation weapons on the Lynx. I'm not really sure how I would like those currently after they nerfed them. I mean, they still hit hard as heck, but they do shoot slower, so I don't know. I haven't played those on the Lynx. Nucleons are pretty decent. I think the Nucleons are nice on just about anything, but Redeemers or Hammers would be something I would try out if you're not liking the Bursants. But I think the Bursants are pretty awesome overall. White Boy says, my gift bringer Fenrir holds up to them. Yeah, Fenrir, I actually played 5 Fenrirs the other day. I put a hanger of 5 Fenrirs. I was actually surprised at how well a hanger of 5 Fenrirs did. It was really good. It was able to stand up to the meta, honestly. Oh yeah, Glaciers might be a cool thing to try on your Lynx too. Glaciers are pretty good right now. Last time I played them though, they felt weak. It might have just been one of those days, but they buffed the old school ice rockets and they were just annihilating stuff. Then on my last live stream I played those and I was like, they don't feel like they're doing much damage today, so I'm not really sure. I'm hoping they didn't rechange them or something, but if you got some Glaciers, try them. Those might be really good on there. Ataku says, my free-to-play Luchador can't even dent the Condor. So if the Condor is on the ground, your Luchador should be able to wipe it out if it gets close. I mean, Condor is something you need to attack on the ground, not in the air. I think the only Titan that can really take out a Condor in the air is the Sniper Titan. Yeah, if you're playing a whiteout, you definitely need on a robot that you get close to people. You have to be pointed directly at that robot, and I think you have to be 300 meters or closer for the whiteout to work. It might be 350, but you got to be really close, or that whiteout's not helping you at all. Daniel Sykes, how's your day going, buddy? Dark, what's up, my man? Good to see ya. Is the Armadillo drone better for Ultimate Innovators since Shy Drone was nerfed? So here's the thing with Armadillo. It's really good if you can get a couple of beacons at the start of the game and maybe get a quick kill or two really fast, then the Armadillo kicks in. But the problem with the Armadillo is if you don't get if it's like, I would only play the Armadillo on my first robot. I would try and run to a beacon really quick and then maybe grab a second beacon really quick and hopefully grab a kill. Then you have 3 stacks on it. But if you don't get any stacks, unfortunately, the Armadillo drone's not helping you. So if you're unlucky and you get into a fight before you got any stacks in the Armadillo, you're probably going to have a bad time because that drone's not really helping you at all. So, I mean, Shy Drone was nerfed, but I still like it. I didn't think, I was expecting to take the Shy and the Pascal drone off all of my robots, but I'm still playing those drones. I think they're still good. So personally, I would rather run a Shy or a Pascal because as soon as I throw them on there, I'm getting something out of them, to where with the Armadillo, you got to charge the Armadillo up before it starts to really help you. And that's not always easy to do. So I find that Armadillo is hit and miss whether or not you get it working right at the start of the game. So I don't know. There's very few robots that I like to play the Armadillo on personally, but that's how I look at it. Most of the time I throw it on there and I regret using that drone, but there may be some people out there that disagree and love it. But that's how I look at the Armadillo personally. Humble says, Hurricane Milton is no joke. Beware of FEMA. No, it's not headed for North Carolina. It's headed through Tampa, Brandon, Orlando area, and then towards Bermuda. I don't know what it's doing, but man, I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel bad for anybody who has to deal with that crap. I'm just glad I don't live down there on the coast because hurricanes are no good. I think they need to reverse engineer the alien technology quick and learn to put force fields over cities. That way the hurricane will just go over the force field and we'll be fine. So whatever they got at Roswell, they better figure out how to make that force field work. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's these storms are nasty this year. Not good. Not good. Tristan, you out of here, buddy? Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. 661. Did I say hello to you? I don't think I did. Hello, hello. Humble says, I'm glad that you mentioned, yeah, you have to get kills or beacons for armadillos to charge. Every time you get a beacon or a kill, it adds a stack to it. If you get about 6 stacks on the armadillo, you start to become really hard to kill. But it takes a good 5 or 6, 7 stacks before it really starts to kick in. I think around 3 or 4 is when you start to notice it, but armadillo is hard to use. Dark, I agree. It sucks they nerfed the Shy drone. I thought it was going to suck, but I still like it. So I think that's at least good. Says, I can't find you on Discord. I can't find you, Danny, in Discord. Where are you looking for me on Discord? Or are you trying... I don't know what you're trying to do there exactly, but... You can't find my Discord server? Is that what you're saying? There should be a link to my Discord server on any of my videos. White boy, I hope it doesn't go back up the coast, man. I really hope it doesn't. That would not be wonderful. Recommendations on my diet. Oh, if you're on my Discord server, right? Just post something in the general chat or whatever, and I'll see it there. Like, I don't think anybody can send me messages, but yeah, just go ahead and post something. Be like, hey, Danny, try this for your diet or whatever. If you're on my Discord server, yeah, just simply post your recommendations there, and I'll see them when I get on Discord. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. White boy says, yeah, still cleaning up. Sucks, man. Sucks. I think Yin was also saying something about he had some recommendations too for autoimmune diet, but pretty sure Yin and you were both talking about it the other day. Somebody, I think it was also Yin, if I remember correctly. Edward says the shield breaker on the unstable economy has really affected the viability of shield. Yeah, it sucks, man. Between the Raptor having the built-in shield breaker when you install that drone and the people running the unstable conduit, it's really hard to play any robots that have shields right now. Like, it's killed the Demeter, right? It's killed the Demeter. I know the Dagon's not doing as well. Luckily, they buffed the Hades, so the Hades is still playable now, but it wasn't before the buff. That little bit of durability did a lot. But yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. I hate the shield breaker. I mean, it's great when you have it, but it sucks when somebody else hits you with it. It's no fun being hit by that stupid shield breakers. That's all I'm going to say. Shield breaker, you suck, man. You suck. Would you reapproach Warrobots to reinstate your Warbots Frontiers account? You know, I haven't played Frontiers in a while. I mean, Frontiers is a cool game, but I don't know. What I like about Warrobots is the maps are pretty small. You drop into the game, you instantly get into the fight, and you fight until the game ends. Something like Frontiers, it's a really fun game and it's a really cool game, but the maps are really big. And I feel like you spend more time just running around the map trying to find somebody to fight than you do actually fighting people on Frontiers. So I don't like Frontiers as much as I like regular Warrobots, to tell you the truth. Frontiers is a cool game, but I think the maps are just too big for a 5 versus 5. Daniel says that would be crazy awesome, force fields. Yeah, we need something like that. You know, we need something like that big time. Someday, you know, I mean, if humans exist long enough, someday they'll figure out how to make stuff like that, honestly. I bet. Jamel says, Chrysimus Prisma Solar Drone. Oh yeah, Solar Drone's pretty sweet if you're playing from a distance. I was playing my Baglier with 4 of those Prismas and the Solar Drone. That's a good setup. Good setup. That would work on the Crisis as well, actually. Muhammad, what's up, bud? Awesome to see ya. Yeah, I kind of wish they would have left the drones alone. I don't like when they nerf the drones. I've gotten used to them nerfing robots and weapons, but I don't like when they nerf the drones. Leave the drones alone. Leave the drones alone. That's what I say. All right, I'm just reading through the chat here. What's up, Test Sound? How's your day going? Yeah, if they do go through with the module rework, there's definitely going to be a lot of unhappy people. Like, there will be some very, very unhappy people, but it is what it is, I guess, if it happens, right? I mean, not much we can do about it, so we'll see what happens if it happens, but I kind of hope they just decide to leave it the way it is. I think we would all appreciate that. I think we would all really appreciate them just saying, hey, we're going to leave the drones alone, but we'll see what happens. Jamil says the shield breaker shouldn't be part of unstable conduit. There's a separate shield breaker active module already. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Thing is, you can use about 20,000 power cells in the game. You know what? How many times does 5 seconds go into 10 minutes? That'll tell you how many power cells you're capable of using, but I don't know how to do the math. But yeah, if anybody's good at math, how many times will 5 seconds go into 10 minutes? Or maybe it's 6 seconds. I don't know if it's every 5 or every 6 seconds you can use your power cells if you're running that conduit. It would just be interesting to know what the maximum amount of power cells you could possibly use in the game would be. Humble says 120. So that would be 120 times you could use it. And that takes up, what, 35 power cells? Wait, Kron, you sure it's every 3 seconds? I thought it was every 5 seconds. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at this. Is it really every 3? It can't be every 3. That would be crazy. No, it's 5 seconds, bud. Hold on. Cooldown time is 5 seconds. The ability duration is 1 second. It has a cooldown of 5 seconds. So that might be every 6 seconds. I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean, if you put Dodger on it, that might make it cool down a lot faster, actually. You could definitely use it. Again, you would have to be a math magician. You would have to be a math magician or a wizard to figure that out. Maybe a wizard or a rocket scientist. But yeah, you might be right if you have that pilot skill on there. Humble says, what's Dodger? Dodger is a pilot skill that lets you use your modules more often. I don't know if it's like 20% faster or what it is, but I don't... If I had a calculator that I could easily access on my computer, I would figure this out, but I don't... It would be a pain to find. It's in there somewhere. But what's 35 times 120? That'll tell you how many, roughly how many power cells you could use. All right, Edward figured out 4,200 per bot in a 10-minute match. So you could go through about 4,000 power cells in a game if you did hit it every 5 seconds, I guess. Ah, man. Dark Matter, I don't really use the sharpshooter skills. I don't really know which weapons it works well on and which it doesn't. So the more of a spread, here's the deal. If the weapon has a little bit of spread, the sharpshooter is going to work better. Like if you're playing the Bersants, those don't have a lot of spread. So sharpshooter would be really good on the Bersants because it would take an already small spread and make it even smaller. If the weapon has a really big spread, it wouldn't work as good with the sharpshooter. So it just depends on which one has the least amount of spread as to how it would work. But I don't really use weapon specific skills because I think it's a waste of resources personally. My thing is, I know I'm not always going to leave that same set of weapons on a robot, so I don't run pilot skills that work that way for weapons, because I know I'm going to change that weapon out. So I see those pilot specific ones, I should say weapon specific ones, as a waste of resources. COD Gaming, can I answer your question? That'll be $10 billion per question. $10 billion per question. I'll bill you later. But yeah, if you got a Baglier from a purple data pad, yeah, level it up, buddy. If you get, I mean, that's a huge amount of firepower. If you build the Baglier correctly, it will knock some people out. Will it get nerfed? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, all right? One thing you got to realize on this game is they rebalance things. They do rebalance these. You don't know if you're going to get a year out of something. You don't know if you're going to get 3 months out of something. When they nerf it, the nerf might be really bad. The nerf might not be that bad. So when are they going to nerf that robot? And how bad is it going to be? I don't know. But as of right now, it's actually really amazing. But that's the thing. You got to be willing to take the chance. I mean, some people won't level something up until after it's already been nerfed. They find that if it's still good after it's been nerfed... Whoops, I just hit my camera. I talk with my hands. I talk with my hands. You didn't see that, but... yeah, you just never know. I mean, nothing's 100% safe from being nerfed or rebalanced in this game. I mean, I've gotten used to it. I've been playing this game for 10 years. I can't say that I like the rebalances, but I'm used to it happening. But generally, that's why you don't really see me leveling up more than one of each robot. Is I know eventually it's going to get rebalanced, which means it may or may not be playable in the future. So I usually only level up one of every robot at this point. Every once in a while you might see me do 2 of something, but I try not to. Even weapons, used to be I would level up like 8 of each medium weapon, 8 of each light, 4 of each heavy, or maybe even 6 of each heavy. But now I'm just doing like between 2 and 4 of each because, I don't know. That's why I have so many resources on my account currently, because I don't level stuff up as often as I used to. I really only level up what I think I absolutely need at the moment and don't level up extras. And I learned to play a little more of a variety in my hangar. So that's a great way to save resources. Jamel says a bagel lord is way fun. What is a bagel lord, man? You know, on the Baglier, sometimes I take the ability away by adding Daredevil to get about another 20% damage. That's good. I think it's awesome with or without the Daredevil. Which way's better? I don't know. Alright, Jamel says math is giving him anxiety. I hear that. Math sucks. Math sucks, man. Edwards says, yeah, weapon skills are too costly to reroll. Yes, they are. I mean, the resource for leveling up your pirates is pretty cheap, but it can go pretty quickly. Alright, Brandon's got grenade launcher weapons on the Bagler. What, like the Cestus or whatever? I don't remember the name of the heavy ones, but I think you're talking about like the Cestus type of weapons, right? Those aren't too bad. I don't know if I've ever played 4 of those on the Bagler, but that makes me want to try it. I don't think I have 4 of those leveled up. I'm going to look. No, I think I've only got 2 of those. I got 16 of them at level 1, which I'm probably going to sell, but yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Wait a second. Is this my account? Oh, I'm on the Battlerook account. Where's all my weapons at? Those were level 1 Mark III. Never mind. I can actually try that on the Battlerook account. I'm looking at the wrong account. Artemis, what's up, my man? How is your day going? Kron says, the Skyros stayed good for a long time, longer than most flyers. Yeah, it was pretty good for a long time. I think the Al June had the longest run of all flying robots, though. The Al June was good for like 2 years. I was really upset when they nerfed the Al June because it's still one of my favorite robots. It was so good and so fun. Ah, you got a cold? That sucks. Yeah, you know, I was around my mom and she's sick, so I'm a little worried I'm going to get sick now too, because I haven't been feeling bad, but I feel a little today, so I'm a little worried I'm going to get sick from being around her, so we'll see what happens. But I hope you feel better soon. Having a cold is no fun. That sucks, actually. Edward says, I really wanted the Deathwing Al June. I think I have it, but it's barely playable right now, unfortunately. I was pretty happy when I got the Ultimate Al June. I mean, it's not the best Ultimate robot, but it's a lot of fun to play, and it's at least playable. It's not like a robot that just dominates the battlefield, but it's playable, so that means I can play my Al June again. I'm having a lot of fun with it, actually. I like that thing. Yeah, Cestus and Keysphos. Those are not bad weapons. I mean, they're not perfect weapons, but I still like them. At least last time I played them, I still liked them. But that's been a minute, so I guess my thoughts could change on that just because I don't know what they're currently like today. They were pretty good a couple months ago or a month ago when I played them. I mean, the main thing is they don't feel like they're doing that much damage, but if I were to run nothing but those weapons for an entire battle, when the battle ends, my damage score is way higher than I feel like it would be because they feel like the damage is kind of weak, but I don't know. I think they do pretty good overall. Plus, they auto-aim, so if you're lagging, they're still almost always guaranteed to hit the target because they kind of got a lock-on system. They almost automatically lock on. Kron, are you still playing the original Al June, or did you get the special one, the ultimate one? Hey, Rascal, what's up, my man? Kron says, I really want the ultimate. Yeah, the ultimate one's a lot of fun. Daniel Sykes says, I just want some UE weapons. You know, I don't really play my ultimate weapons that often. I have a small handful of them. They're nice to have and they're pretty cool and all, but I don't know. I don't really do a lot with the ultimates. I do like my ultimate Avengers just because they go through some damage resistance. They're pretty good at beating up Titans, but I don't know. I mean, I got a bunch of ultimate weapons laying around that I haven't leveled up yet. The other problem is you're looking at like 10 million, I mean, a billion silver to upgrade one ultimate weapon, which is crazy. I mean, that is a lot of silver, like a lot. It's so expensive. Daniel Sykes says, I like the Punisher and the Avenger. I actually wish they would have made a light Punisher, an ultimate Punisher. I mean, the Punisher tees are sweet, but one thing I hear a lot of people complaining about is there's hardly any ultimate weapons in the selection of light weapons. So I guess almost all the ultimates are heavies and mediums. There's not very many lights. I hear a lot of complaints about that. Everybody's like, I don't have any ultimate light weapons. People are mad. They're angry. But yeah, I mean, about a billion silver to upgrade one weapon or one robot is pretty crazy. That's one of the reasons I don't upgrade more of my ultimate weapons is I can't afford it. It's just too much silver. I can't afford it, but that's why I have so much silver is because I don't afford it. I've been stingy with it for the last year or two. I've been really stingy with my silver. I used to always be broke all the time, but since I've stopped upgrading as much stuff less often, I've been able to save a bunch of silver up. Kron says spamming unstable content with the Hiroko drone works wonders. You know, I don't really play Hiroko too much. Do I smoke cigarettes? No. How long do the special edition gold chests last? I don't know. Is there an event with a timer on it? I mean, normally when they put the special edition chests in there, those are usually attached to like a little event or something, right? I took a break. I haven't been on the game in about 3 days, so I decided to take a break from playing for a couple of days. I'll be back to playing today. Every once in a while, it's nice to take a couple of days off. Yeah, I'm not really sure on that one. I really don't know. Let me see if I can look on the crates and see if it says anything. I mean, there's some really good stuff in there right now. How many days is that going to last? I don't know. Does anybody know? Maybe somebody knows. I mean, it says there's 23 days and 6 hours left on the black market, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure if that's the event timer or just the season timer. That's probably just the season timer. But yeah, I don't know for sure, buddy. I'm sorry. LS, how you doing today? Daniel says the special chests usually don't last long. Rascal says nice damage. Yeah, whatever I'm playing now, though, I mean this is gameplay that was recorded a little while back. Like, I'm not currently playing live because the it's pretty hard to focus on answering people's questions and playing live at the same time. So anytime I got a question and answer, it's always, you know, pre-recorded stuff. Any beer or alcoholic beverages? No, I can't really drink beer or something because I got celiac disease, so I can't eat anything with wheat or whatever. So most alcohol has wheat in it. I mean, I think you can get alcohol that doesn't, but I don't. It's very rare. Every once in a while, I might have a shot of Jack Daniels or something, but not very often. It's been probably like 2 years since I've drank anything alcoholic. So Jack Daniels is actually gluten-free. Edward, you have gout? Oh, that does sound awful. I kind of know what that is, and I don't think that would be very pleasant. I don't know like the full details behind it, but it's probably an awful thing to have. That sounds terrible. When do I add my titles to my video? That's usually like the last thing I do. Why? I'm not very good at coming up with interesting titles. Or interesting things to write on my thumbnails. I'm not creative when it comes to wording things, unfortunately. Edward says, I avoid beef and alcohol like the plague. What, does beef make your gout worse? Do I add titles in YouTube before you load it? No, you have to start uploading the video to YouTube before you can add a title. First week, no sugar. My diet is very low sugar. Actually, I get low blood sugar. I get what is that, hyperglycemia sometimes. So I keep some peanut butter around because my hands will start shaking and I'll get really weak because my blood sugar gets really low. So I got to keep some jars of peanut butter around to eat for when that happens. But yeah, my diet's very low on sugar, except for like, I think rice turns into sugar, but that's like natural sugars. But yeah, I have very low sugar intake in my diet. Like if I put what I eat into one of those things that keeps track of your diet, it basically tells me I should be having more sugar in my diet than I get. So I guess I'm only eating about half of the amount of sugar per day that I should be, I think. Kron says, I want to add titles and load videos. What do you mean by load videos? You mean upload videos? Yeah, peanut butter does have a lot of sugar in it, though, doesn't it? One reason I gotta be really careful, though, eating peanut butter is it's got a lot of calories. No history. No, I don't have diabetes. Now, my mom is kind of like borderline diabetes. My grandma had it. LS says, I'm going to buy Invader with 10,000 gold in my free-to-play account. I have 6,000 gold. I mean, Invader is a cool robot. I'm not sure what all you can buy for gold right now. Invader is very fun. Last time I played my Invader, it was doing pretty good. I still think like the Fenrir or the Revenant might be a little bit better than the Invader right now. I don't know if you can buy either one of those with gold at the moment, but I really like the Invader, but I still like Fenrir and Revenant better when it comes to the tanks, like old school tanks. Let me see if you can buy any of those with gold. I'm on the store thing. So Fenrir you can buy with 14,000 gold for the Fenrir. That's a little bit on the expensive side. Invader's a very fun robot to play. Do I boil my water? No, but I run it through like a Brita water filter. Where's the Revenant in here? Let's see if you can buy him with gold. But yeah, I don't know why, but I haven't played my my Invader lately. I need to put him back in my hangar. I don't see the Revenant. He's hiding from me. I don't think you can buy him with gold, but one thing about gold, though, is I do highly suggest make sure you have all 5 hangar slots open before you buy anything else with your gold. There's the Revenant. Nope, cannot buy him with gold. The one thing I kind of hate is some robots, you can't tell if you can buy it with gold or not until you click on it. I wish it would give you all the options right there to tell you what stuff you can buy it with. So why do you say boil water? What does that do exactly? The amount of water I drink every day, man, that would be a lot of water to boil. I don't really even have anything that I could like keep it in. I would have to like boil it when I was thirsty. That would be very hard for me to do, honestly. I don't even have anything to really properly boil water in. Like I got a little like saucepan to boil stuff in, and that's about it. It destroys the chlorine. Ah, gotcha. I would probably be better off maybe buying bottled water than actually trying to boil my own. Yeah, like I got an autoimmune disease. He's giving me some ideas of things that might help it get better. Wait, Humble says gout is an easy fix. Dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and drink it. Gout will be gone in 24 hours. Well, if you got gout, try that. I mean, baking soda, I mean, if it's really that easy of a fix, that would be amazing. I bet it tastes awful, but hey, I would try it. Says bottled water is a scam. I don't know. I think it depends on which one you get. Like, I mean, some of that stuff is spring water. Some of it I think some of it's a scam, but I don't think it all is it? A tea kettle. Yeah, you know, if I had a tea kettle, I guess I could boil water in that. Maybe I'll look into getting a tea kettle. That's actually a good idea. My mom has one. Maybe I'll go steal hers. I never thought about that. Yeah, I could always get a tea kettle. Our stream time is about over for the day, guys and gals. Just so you guys know, streaming time is just about over. Is YouTube my job? Yeah, for now it is. I mean, I got 3 YouTube channels. Due to having the autoimmune disease that messes up my nerves and muscles, I can't do normal things, so right now YouTube's how I make my income, so real spring water. Yeah, I don't know about real spring water. I've never really bought bottled water. Wait, what about gas or electricity, my friend? Said, I only have 3 ultimate robots, but they're all Mark III. So was it worth making them, was it worth leveling them up? I have the Ultimate Invader, which is pretty fun. I have the Ultimate Al June, which I really think is fun, and I think I have the Ultimate Destroyer. I like all of those a lot. They're all really good. Very good and very fun. But yeah, hit me up on Discord, buddy. With like, you can just write out a whole thing there. I'll screenshot it, and I'll, you know, if you write like a whole list on Discord, I can just screenshot that, and that'd be better than typing it on the YouTube chat, actually. And I would actually really appreciate that. Solar power? I don't think many people around here have access to solar power. That would be nice, actually. It'd be kind of cool if we ran everything off solar. Brandon says, I only upgrade my bots to Mark II in weapons. I think the robots are worth hitting Mark III, but I don't think most weapons are. Thank you, buddy. EHM. I'm probably saying your name wrong. I apologize. Erm. I suck at pronouncing names. I'm terrible at it. What's my 3rd channel about? It's a review channel, Daniel. Like, I do a lot of, like, I review things like microphones and audio plugins, and sometimes companies will send me products. Like, I've reviewed a couple of office chairs and a couple of desks that companies have sent me. It's kind of like revolves around audio stuff, but sometimes I do review other things if I get sent an item. Midnight, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you, thank you. Oh man, best weapons for a Fafnir. All right, so I was playing the Fafnir with the traditionalist skill a couple days ago with 4 of the radiation weapons, and that was actually doing really good. Those 4 radiation weapons were hitting really hard. I was really digging that. So if you have them, all right, if you have them, I would say it would be excellent to go ahead and throw a set of hazards on there. I think the hazards are great on there. If you happen to have ultimate Punisher T's, those are amazing. I think that the Chiones are pretty good. The ultimate Ions are really good on there. And I think Mace can be pretty decent as well. Mace wouldn't be my first pick, but if you're playing the traditionalist Fafnir where you lose the ability, but you get all that extra durability, Mace or the radiation weapons are amazing for a free-to-play thing. A lot of people don't like the radiation weapons now because they shoot slower, but they still pack a punch. I mean, hazards hit really, really hard. They got a 600-meter range. They just shoot a little slow, but if you can land the shots, man, they do huge amounts of damage, so. Mirrors? Huh. I don't know. Mirrors in a jar to boil water? You got some crazy scientific stuff going on there, my friend. Are you a mad scientist? That sounds interesting. I don't know. That would have to be hard to get everything set up right, but that would be pretty cool, actually. Ah, you're new and you got the Fafnir. All right, so here's the thing about Fafnir. It was once a really good robot. It's a little bit hard to play right now, so I like to put their traditionalist pilot skill on it if I play it, because that gives it a lot of extra durability. You just lose the robot's ability. Right now, if I were you, I would put 4 Punisher T's on it because they're really cheap to buy and upgrade. Eventually, you're going to want to replace those, but those weapons can carry you up into Champion League. I think the Fafnir is kind of hard to play, but I think with their traditionalist pilot skill, it's still pretty good. So you guys normally use the sun's heat to boil water. That's pretty cool, actually. Around here, nobody does that. We're not that, here in the United States, we're not that, at least my part of the United States, we're not that creative. Kind of cool, actually. Alright, guys and gals. Well, unfortunately, our time is up today, so I gotta get off here, do a few things, and figure out what I'm gonna do for tomorrow's video. I haven't decided what to do for tomorrow's video. I think I know what I'm gonna do for it. I did start recording something, but maybe I'll finish that. I'm not sure. I was gonna do something with the Prismas for tomorrow's video, actually. Anyways, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I just might. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you guys big time. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for hanging out on my live stream. Yeah, hit me up on the Discord. Just post something in general text and I will see it. I would really appreciate that. All right, catch you guys later. Thank you so much. You guys and gals are amazing. Lightning out and have a wonderful day.